Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, then hi, I am Aparna, and in today's video, we will be discussing a few tips for when you're entering a new phase or a new chapter in your life. And before we get started with this video, I want to tell you that this channel is all about productivity, self-help, organization, bullet journaling, and much more. So if these are some topics that might be of your interest, I urge you to consider subscribing to my channel. We are now a community of 300 plus subscribers, and I have a video library of over 65 videos on this channel, and you can come back to them whenever you want. So if this is something you're interested in, feel free to click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell when you do. So now without further ado, let's dive right into the video. So I feel like change is inevitable and all of us know that, but simply knowing that fact does not make these transitions or accepting change any easier for us. And I think our lives are filled with chapters, and oftentimes there comes a point in our life when one chapter has to end and another one has to begin. Now, we are creatures of habit, and our brains love automation and systems and routines and everything that it doesn't require a lot of power to invest itself in. But I think at the same time, we are also adaptable creatures, and with time, it does get easier for us to get adapted to new situations and new circumstances that we might find ourselves in. But between these two ends of the spectrum, there is a lot of transitioning that we might have to do when we are entering a new phase or a new chapter in life. And I think there are a few things that we can do for ourselves to make these transitions a lot more smoother and with a lot less friction. So without further ado, let's get into discussing these tips. Tip number one is to allot yourself a buffer period. We take time to adjust to change, and I think just jumping from one chapter right into the other can be quite a shock if we don't give ourselves the time to basically get used to that change and take a few steps along the way to make that change happen. So if you can, and I know that it's not possible to give yourself this buffer period every time, but if it's possible, then I suggest you allot yourself a period of say 2 weeks or a month, depending on how big of a change you're making in your life, and give yourself that time and space to get used to whatever's coming next. Tip number two is look at where you've come from. Now, I think reflection is a very integral part of our lives, and it can help us gain a better perspective and a more wholesome understanding of where we are at in life. And just looking back to where you're from, it's not about indulging in the past or not living in the present. It's just letting yourself know that this is where you've come from and these are all the milestones you have achieved along the way, and just giving yourself a little pat on the back to remind yourself that you have done a lot of good things, you have achieved a lot before you've come here, and to just give yourself that boost of confidence and just reflect on your life with gratitude and newfound wisdom. Tip number three is to look at where you're going. Now, when we are at this threshold of a new phase in life, it can be quite intimidating to step into the darkness because we have no clue about what the future holds for us. And that can bring in a lot of emotions of being overwhelmed or frightened or scared of the future. And instead of giving into these emotions, we can maybe take a step back and try to look at all the different possibilities that might be there in the future for us. Now, we oftentimes have a plan in mind and maybe a path that we want to take, but it can also be a good idea to know about all the different paths that we can take and all the different possibilities that might be there. So just having a broad view of trying to figure out where you're going next can be a good idea for not getting intimidated and overwhelmed and just looking at the future with hopeful eyes. Tip number four is find out what you are expecting from yourself in this new chapter. Now, I think the phases in life are more so defined by the external circumstances and these external factors that we find ourselves in, instead of the person that we are and the internal factors that we have in our control. So I think it can be a good idea to try to find out about what you expect yourself to be in this new chapter, and the person you want to be, the habits you want to form, the ideologies you want to have, and the kind of person that you see yourself living through this next chapter in life, because that is just going to give you much more sense of control, and those are the things that you can actually improve on no matter what the future brings to you and no matter what this chapter has in store for you. So I think just trying to focus on the kind of person you are and the person you want to become, and just trying to minimize the gap between those two can be a good idea while making this transition. Tip number 5 is use this opportunity to create new habits and reset your routines. Now, we just talked about what to expect from yourself and what kind of person you want to become. And I think that these changes start with routines and habits and things that we do in our daily lives. So if you find yourself in a new chapter, you can of course let yourself have a fresh start. You can let yourself have this reset and decide what kind of habits you want to continue and decide what kind of routines you want to have. And just trying to form a new routine or trying to form new habits will give you the sense of entering a new chapter and becoming this better and improved version of yourself. And that's just such a good feeling to have. And I think these differences in habits and routines can set you apart in the previous phase versus the next phase that is about to come. So I think just focusing on yourself and trying to find out what are the kind of habits and routines you want to have in life is a good idea to make this transition a lot more smoother. So these were the 5 tips that I wanted to discuss in today's video, and of course you can find these tips listed out in a little more detail in the blog post that goes along with this video, and you'll find it linked in the description below. I post all of my blogs on the Save Ourselves website, which is www.saveourselvesblog.com. It's linked in the description, so feel free to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to my monthly mailing list. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.